Hey, how y'all doing today? Blessed, I hope to see and always pray. Well, I just have a little something that was on my spirit, and I was just feeling, and I'm gonna say hearing, because I heard the Lord. I heard the Lord. So this is just something. I'm just gonna talk. God always told me just talk from my heart, speak from my heart. So that is what I'm gonna do. Is speak from my heart. And I was getting something earlier, a few hours ago, from the Lord. And sometimes the enemy tries to come in and steal what God gives me, but God always helped me. And so I gotta pray and before I get up here and just ask God to lead and guide me. So I'm just let God lead and guide me with this, and use what I do remember that He gave me. So it's like this, and I'm just get right to it. I just want to say let you know that you're different. You have always been different. You always wonder why you never fit in, or how people really didn't like you, in life ever since you was younger. It's because you was always different, including me, including myself. This was God was giving me earlier. You're different. You always been different. You was set apart. You're not like everybody else. Not saying that you're better than anybody else or I'm better than anybody else, but we were all always just set apart for the will of God. We just different. We're not like everybody else. And we have probably always wondered certain things, why we couldn't do this, and why we didn't fit in, and why we wasn't like everybody else, and we kind of felt insecure or just weird. And it wasn't even that. It was just that God had set you apart for His will and His purpose, for your whole life, even when you was in the world, before I even knew, God had set me apart. And growing up in school, I had always been different. I have always been different. I had people like me. It was sometimes I was popular, then sometimes people just didn't like me for no reason. Even now, when I go out in my 40s now, some people just don't like me, Sometimes that make you feel a certain way and make you feel less than, or if it kind of hurt your feelings. It used to hurt your feelings. Well, not anymore, because I know now it was because I was set apart for the will of God. And before I knew it, before I even came to this earth, God had stamped and approved me for His will and His purpose. And I know that now, and I want you to know that now, going into the new year. This is just a message that God just dropped on me out of nowhere. Sometimes He give me stuff and it take me days, but past couple of messages I've been getting right on it. I'll probably throw something on if I have to throw something on, or comb my hair a little bit or something if I have to do that, or do a couple of things before I look decent. But I just want to let you know, all these years you just been different. You were set apart for God's will, and you're just different. You're not a nobody. You're actually somebody. The world may not recognize it, because the world recognizes its own. They're not gonna recognize a lot of times God's people, God's anointed, His special people, His set apart and chosen people. And I know for a fact I'm one of those people. One day, like I always tell, I'm gonna tell my testimony from the first time before I even came out my mom's womb. All these supposed to be here right now, The enemy been attacking me before I came out of my mom's womb. And one day I'm gonna tell that great testimony. It's gonna help a lot of people believe, that God is real, His power is real, And I'm gonna share that. I might share it for my birthday. You never know. I might. Whatever God say, I gotta share it before I leave this earth, to just let people know that God and Jesus is real, and He is amazing, and He do work miracles. and his power is real. So I will share that one day. But I just want to let you know that you're different. You're set apart choice for his will, you know. And you just different. You're not like everybody else. And when you even come up here and do videos just like me, you be like, well, Lord, why? I know this God. I know this God talking to me. Why everybody not grasping on to it? You would think that everybody would grasp on it because it's God, but a lot of time, if they're not going to grasp onto it because the world loves its own, and then they're going to go after their own. But when you're set apart and chosen, and like the Bible say, the road to destruction is death is very wide. That's a lot of people. So more people gonna grasp onto that road of wide and death and destruction. And the road to the right way is very narrow. The straight path is very narrow. Few gonna find that. So of course it's gonna be few that recognize the real voice of God when God is speaking through somebody, when God has anointed somebody and God has called somebody, and they're God's chosen people. Of course they're gonna be few, because the Bible said few will be there who find it. So, you know, I have came to the terms of being okay with that, because that's what the words say, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you was always set apart and chosen for his will and his purpose. And a lot of times people, they see that glory on you, they see that glory on you, they see that anointing on you, but a lot of times they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna act like they see it. They're gonna act like you're nobody when they know you are chosen by God. They know his hand is on your life, because ain't no way you could be standing if God wasn't with you, and if God wasn't real, ain't no way you could be standing. But they're not gonna let you know. You know, some people that's supposed to be in the body of Christ too, they not gonna let you know. You know, some people up here with these lot of followers and things like that, they watching you, they watching me, but they're not gonna say anything, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to let you know or make you feel like you anybody, because they gotta always feel like they're better than, and you know, make you feel like you less than, maybe. I don't know for sure, but of course, you know, they recognize, people can see the light on you. People can see this glory on you. People can see it shine on you. They not going to say it. People on social media, people in the world, people in your family, they're not going to say it, but they're going to see. They know that something's different about you, but they're not going to tell you that they know. But I know that it's something different about me. And I know God let me know there's something different about me. And God let me know things. So I do know things. And I also want to say that, you know, I just want to say, we God's chosen people. We hear straight from the kingdom of heaven. We hear from the throne room. I heard from the throne room. It's no need to go up here, because I used to go up here, and every night and sometimes too, you be seeking a word. Let me go see what they saying, or do they got a word from the Lord? And I want to hear what they talking about. And you probably more closer than God than they are. You can hear more clearly from God than they can. And we seeking all these people just because they got a lot of followers, or they known and things like that. Even in the world, we seeking these people when you can actually hear from God more than they can. You know what I'm saying? God is closer to you than he's closer to them. But we be like, let me go see what they talking about, and let me go click on their button to see what their message is, or what they heard from God, and let them tell me how God is leading them and guiding them and guiding us and his people and the remnant and his chosen people, when you can hear from God more than they can. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know that. So don't feel any doubt or insecure about your walk and how God leads you and guide you and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you closer to God than they are, and you can hear from God more than they are. We don't have to seek people for the hear a word from God. We can just get in prayer and on our knees and talk to God for ourselves and seek him for ourselves, and sometimes even in the word. And I'm not going to say that God don't use people, because he do use people like he using me right now. But you can go to the main source for yourself. You don't have to go through nobody to get to Jesus, to get to God to speak to you. A lot of times, sometimes he do speak to people, but you should need to seek God and read his word for yourself and be connected in a relationship with him for yourself. And I also want to say, I myself, and I know it's some other people that truly love God. They truly love God. They truly sincere about whatever they do for God, on camera and off camera. They stay exactly who they are on camera and off camera. It's no difference. It's no difference in me than what I say and how I act on camera than when I'm off camera. I just want to say that as well. And there's some more people out there too, you know, that's like that as well. But it's I really love God, you know, more than anything. And you love God more than anything. And we rather have Jesus. We rather have Jesus than silver and gold. This song been playing in my head from when I was younger. I used to hear them sing it when I was younger in church. This song been playing in my head for the past month of December, and I just kept hearing it. Could have been November, I think it was just in December. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold, and I rather have Jesus than silver and gold, and you rather have Jesus than silver and gold. There's a lot of people that rather have Jesus than silver and gold, and I'm one of them people. And we just love God with all our heart. Whatever we do is because we love Him. We're not expecting anything in return. We're not trying to be famous. We're not trying to blow up. We're not trying to be seen. We're not trying to gain any money or anything like that, or get people to look at us or to follow us. We're trying to get people to look at Jesus and follow Him. And we are true and sincere in our hearts and our mind and whatever we do on camera and off camera. And God sees those things. And God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. And you don't want anything in return. We just do it because we love God and we know who He is. And He's awesome and amazing. And we just do it for the will of God, and just to show people who God is and lead them to Him. And just remember this too, just like Solomon. Just like Solomon, he was one of those people. He was one of those people that all he wanted was to please God and direct God's people and lead God's people, just like Solomon. We're like that. We're just like Solomon. But stay like Solomon was in the beginning. I just want to say that. And God was a rewarder of him because he didn't want anything. I did a message on this years ago. I think it was in 2017, maybe 2018, that God gave me. So Solomon just wanted to please God, and that is all his prayer words. That is all his prayer words. He just wanted to please God and do the will of God and judge his people and cover his people and lead his people. And there's a lot of us that's just like that. We don't want anything in return. Like I said, we rather have Jesus than anything of this world, any treasures of this world. We rather have Jesus than silver and gold. And God see our heart, and He know that, just like He saw Solomon's heart, you know. But stay like that. Don't turn, because eventually Solomon did turn. Solomon did kind of mess up with God and hurt God and things like that. And don't be like Solomon in the beginning all the way out. Don't be like Solomon in the beginning and then Solomon in the end. Be like Solomon in the beginning all the way out. He just wanted to please God, and stay like that no matter what excuse me, God does. Like I said, God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. God is the rewarder of sincere and heart people. You know, when all we want to do is just please God. We don't care about this stuff anymore. We have came to the realization that this stuff don't really matter. We just love God and we want to show His people. That's what's really important. And like I said, just be like Solomon in the beginning. Don't change when God do bless you, because He is a reward of those who diligently seek Him. And also, I just want to say this too, because I've been speaking about Moses for the last couple of times I've been up here. I just love Moses. God gave me Moses speak on for a while. He's one of my favorite people in the Bible, close to Jesus. He's one of my favorite people. Second people after Jesus. I love Moses. And like Moses had all those riches and a certain status in Egypt, you know, with the Egyptians. But Moses left all that behind when God called him, and he left all this treasures and riches and his status in Egypt to go back to his people and lead his people for God. And he just wanted to do the will of God, you know, and God rewarded him in the end. God rewarded him in the end. God took him to heaven, you know, with him, you know. He's in heaven with God, you know. He rewarded him in the end. And even though Solomon had all that stuff on this earth in the beginning, he left all that stuff all that silver and gold, because He rather to have God and Jesus than silver and gold. And you know, God can bless you, you know, and He will bless you, because He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. You know, we just been doing the will of God. You know, we just been doing the will of God for no price. You know, not just on camera or recording, just in our everyday walk. You know, never not what I want to say, never dismiss everything that you do every day of your life, when it's just you by yourself, but God is always looking. Never dismiss those things that you do when you take time out your busy day to just go and console somebody, or just, you know, speak a good word to somebody, or just tell them Jesus love them, or God bless you, you know, or encourage them. Even though you do also do it on social media, like I do as well. What I do on social media, I do it in real life, even though I may not have been doing it as much as I used to, you know, with the COVID and everything. But never dismiss those little things, because God see those things when no one's looking. We think they're nothing, but God think they're big things. You know, I always say that, you know, whatever you do, whether it's getting somebody change or buying them something to eat, or just give them an encouraging word, or just inspire somebody and just telling them Jesus love them. You know what I'm saying? God see all those things. I just want y'all to know that. I just want y'all to know that, because a lot of times we don't think that's recognizable because it's not seen of man, but God, Jesus, He sees those things, and that's better than any man, you know. And God can reward us, not because we're doing it for the reward, but because our reward, the biggest reward, is in the end, you know, our crown. And God said, well done, my good and faithful servant. That is our greatest reward in the end, you know. So yeah, never discredit the things you do, because God see all those things. He see all those things, and He loves those things. And I just want you to let you know, all those times, you know, even with me, what God was putting in my spirit, all those times I came up here, or when I was out and about, you know, and I wasn't so happy, or I wasn't so I want to say so inspired at that time, or I wasn't so encouraged. But I came up here with the times that I wasn't encouraged, and God had me to do something, and I was obedient. I came up here to encourage others and to inspire others when I didn't have nobody to encourage me, or I didn't really have nobody to inspire. Maybe a few people, my kids here and there, but sometimes not even them, you know, because sometimes maybe God allowed it to happen, so He'll let you know that He's your strength, He's your joy, He's your peace, He's your happiness, not people, not things. He'll sometimes do that. And He was the only one that encouraged me, and He had me sometimes come up here speaking when I didn't feel so encouraged, or, you know, if I wasn't feel so joyful, if I wasn't feel so happy. But He had me to come up here and encourage others, even in the street, out and about, when I was out doing certain things. You know, God would have me to encourage people, to inspire people, just tell them Jesus love them. Sometimes when I ain't really feel like love, He had me telling people Jesus love you. You know, God is good. You know, it'll get better, you know, and things like that. And just being an inspiration in the light, in the darkness, in this whole evil, wicked world of darkness, just being a light to inspire people and let you know that it's still hope, it's still faith in God, that Jesus is real and He's still working no matter what's going on, and God is still in control, you know. And times, you know, sometimes you didn't even have money for yourself, or to do what you needed to do, or you had something you wanted to get, and you sacrificed and you gave when somebody asked you for change, or somebody asked you to buy them something, when you was going in to get you some groceries or things like that. God is always watching. He see all those things. He sees all those things, and He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him, and He's going to reward us. And He showed me something this morning, this afternoon. It was this afternoon, I think. It was this afternoon. He was just dropping this in my spirit, and It was about he dropped in my spirit how I did layaway. I had did layaway in was it November? I think it was November or October. I had did layaway to prepare for Christmas. And I was going, you know how you do layaway. A lot of people probably don't do that no more. I'm old school, so I still do that. I was doing layaway, or some people might still do it. I do it. That's the best way. And I was doing layaway, and I had purchased some things and put them on layaway, and then I came back and I was just putting a deposit here and a deposit there every other week, or when I had a little extra change, just popping up into the store and put a deposit on it to cut down the bill so it'd be cheaper and more manageable to get my items off layaway and my present for my grandchildren and my children and just my family, just different gifts and things like that. It was better for me, and God showed me something that like that, and it was like this, right? It was like this. Let me get it correct. The things that we have been doing, the seeds that we have been sowing. A lot of people think seeds is just money. Seeds can also be money, but seeds can also be love. Seeds can also be an encouraging word. Seeds can also be an inspiration. Seeds can also be love. Seeds can also be forgiving. Seeds can also be loving your enemy when they did you wrong. Seeds can also be just doing things that you expect to be a seed, but those are seeds. You know what I'm saying? Just praying for somebody. Just praying for somebody, even though you don't know these people, or you just see these people out and God will say pray for them, or you see something wrong with them and you just pray for them and you keep them in your prayer, or they do tell you something wrong, you just keep them in your prayer, or you pray for people that don't even know you're praying for, or you pray for your enemies, you know what I'm saying, and you, or people that didn't support you but you're still praying for them that they be blessed and they prosper, and things like that, or if they be healed. Those are all seeds, or all seeds. And just like I was talking about my layaway, I had a whole bunch of stuff on layaway. And I was going drop deposit here and there. Whenever I had some change, I was doing this and doing that. Whenever I had some change, I would pop in the store and just drop something off. And God was like, this is just like my layaway, just like your layaway. You were stacking up things. You were stacking up things that you had. It's things on layaway. It's things on layaway that God is about to bring to pass in your life. He's about to bring some things to pass in my life. All the seeds that I sowed, all the love that I sowed, all the prayers that I sowed, all the hurt, all the things that have happened to me in life, all the things before I even know I was sowing seeds, before He even let me know I was sowing seeds. All those things have been just building up. It's just been building up for the big payoff, and then it's just gonna come back to me. All these treasures, all these riches, and all these things. It don't have to be always money. God, don't discredit the blessings of God. Everything, health, looking like you're still in your 20s when you're headed to your 50s, or just different types of things, health, food, just different types of things, just waking up, just peace, just joy, just love in your heart, just happiness, just your family being covered, just God covering you when you go out and things like that. All those things are blessings from God. So don't discredit those things, because some of those things is better than money, health things, and things that you can just live in, and things you could just drive in. Some of those things are way better. You can always get those things. God can always bless you with those things. So don't never discredit what God is giving you. Blessings, come in all shapes, forms, and sizes. I just want you to let y'all know that I'm kind of emotional, because earlier I was kind of like tearing up when God was dropping this stuff in my spirit. And He just dropped this stuff in my spirit. So all these things, God is going to bless His people. God is going to bless His people. I don't know. He already is blessing us. He already kept us through all this chaos and all this drama. God has kept us. He's awesome, y'all. He's amazing. I may not be perfect. I may not did everything perfect. And sometimes, I may have picked the wrong outfit or the wrong shirt, but God know my heart was sincere. He know I was just trying to do His will. Maybe I didn't check before I came on camera and stuff like that, but God knows that my heart is sincere and I love Him, and He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. He's a rewarder of those who love Him, and He's a great God. He's awesome. He's mighty. I just want to let y'all know what I just had to say. I was kind of emotional. I don't know. But I'm just trying to do what he gave me. We're God's chosen special people. We was never meant to fit in. We have always been different. We was never meant to be like everybody else. We are God's chosen and special people. So that's all I want to say today. And I just want to say, Jesus love you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed one. And get to know Jesus before it's too late. All you gotta do is pray and ask him and ask forgiveness of your sins. He'll come into your heart and he'll change you, to be like him. He's great. I'd rather have him than anything of this earth. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. Y'all remember that song? Well, some of y'all probably remember that song. I remember that song. I ain't no singer, but it was, y'all know how it go. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. 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 And sometimes when that's how it is, he'll give you the silver and gold. That's all you want. And he knows you can't fool God. You can't fool him, And I'd rather have him than silver and gold. If he want to give me some things, I'll take them. I know he's going to give me some things. And I'm just honoring and I'm going to be a blessing with those things. I'm not just going to keep it and squandering on just ridiculous stuff. I'm gonna bless people, and then he gonna do it. He gonna do it. I just love God, and when he do it, don't change like some people have done, or some people do, because the devil will come and tempt you. He'll wave things in front of you, put things in front of you. Don't change, don't switch over when God bless you, because people do that, and that's not right. And I always told God, I was like, if you see anything that's going to help make me turn from you or take my attention, Lord, I don't want it. And I tell him that every day and all the time. So I guess he see that I might be ready. I might be ready for it. I feel I would never turn. He knows all things, and when he realized that I'm ready, and he said that I'm ready, I guess I'll be ready to receive his promises and his gifts, not just for me, but to help people, for his people. I just love him so much. The devil will come and try to tempt you like he did with Jesus, but Jesus said, no. Man should not live by bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. And we should continue to live by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Jesus, nope. When he took him up there to the top of the pinnacle, I think it was pinnacle, he was like, if you bow down and worship and serve me, I give you this and I give you that. Jesus said, I'm just using short, but you can read it, short little version. He said, nope. I only serve God. I only worship God. Amen. So y'all have a blessed one. I'm just so my heart and I don't know, my soul is just so wishy right now. I don't know. I just feel like, ooh, I don't know. It just feels so. Sometimes I get like that when I think about Jesus and God. That feeling you get, but it's way stronger when you used to be in love, or you thought you was in love. That feeling, but just it's extra overwhelming. Just feel really, it being healed. That's the soul I feel. It just be like in here, just be like, I don't know, just feel like mushy and melty. I don't know, but I just love God. Y'all have a blessed one. Jesus love you, and that's just a quick message. Y'all have a blessed one.